Haroon, my next question is to you. You are a big proponent of compliance and business working together towards the institutional strategies, and you consider compliance as a very responsible enabler for business. Can you please share with us some insights on your institutional initiatives being undertaken to improve upon the organizational compliance culture and as well as the capacity, and that builds the enabling platform for a sustainable compliance cultural transformation? Thank you, Haroon.
Thank you very much, Mavia. We have to realize that we are in a country which is full of informal sectors, and there are a lot of risk associated with informal sectors. So when we talk about compliance, basically what we're talking about is doing, as bankers, conducting ourselves in a way which is safe and which is as well as productive. So the cultural question that Mavia asked me is basically centered on the approach I took when in my bank, Alfalah. You see, the reality is that you have to be very pragmatic, and you have to understand there are two universes that exist in the bank. If you divide a line, there's one line which is the compliance line, which is the compliance understanding of kind of a fearful impression that business carries of compliance. Sometimes the chief compliance officer can be the most hated officers as well. And then there's the other side, which is full of risks, the first line, the business side, and full of opportunities as well. So if you are going to make your organization fearful and scared, and this will make for a very dominant compliance bank, well, this will be actually the failure of compliance, because we are in the business of doing business. We are in the business of making money. Our objective should be to rationalize everything. And that's why you as compliance, as probably the compliance people, have to step out of their comfort zones and have to make the businesses realize that their job is to do business, and we are going to be the enablers for you. For that stage, for an organization to reach, it is paramount that you must have the compliance background and compliance foundation properly laid out in the organization. And one of the key things is the automation, the RegTechs, and the efficiency, and Faraz talked about the validations of those RegTechs. So once that effective foundation is there, then is the time for compliance people to step out. Mavia, the culture that we are propagating in the organization is that compliance should be seen not as a showstopper, but as a solution house. So we have shifted the burden, after doing all those foundational things, we have shifted the burden of actually reaching out on the compliance people rather than those people elevating or forwarding requests to us. So we are stepping out, not only metaphorically, but also physically. Just small example, KP is considered, and FATA is considered a risky area. So I've been going there frequently, and the first time I went, there was kind of a impression that I got was of a jirga, all surrounding, and I was supposed to be the guy who was convicted. And everybody was seemingly shouting at me that this is the business you guys have stopped because of this and that. And by the way, a lot of myths actually are also circling around. Actually, these are not compliance problems, but the compliance was being considered as one of the bodies to be blamed. But after those frequents, whereas the perception has changed, and the businesses, the foes within the bank, the enemies that they were in the bank, are now coming closer and becoming friends. So my 2 cents would be reach out, have those compliance RegTech talk for you, and become facilitators in terms of the systems, as well as the friendliness that you can extend in terms of as humans. So it can make a lot of the job, your task, and their task easier. Once more, final line on this, that what is relationship management? It's just knowing your customer effectively so that you can boost business. And what is this? This is exactly what we want as compliance people. So there is absolute harmony of purpose. There is no dichotomy. Why not make the most of it? Thank you.